So what's going on is that even the auto attacks hurt because of Aura Espada. You see that Aura Espada came out? I'm on S1. Go Phantom. So full party buff, the Phantom does very high damage, but it doesn't show up here. That's the weird part. So on the Necro itself, Tempest just did 54,000 damage. And then Frost just did 81,000 damage 2 times. And the Necro actually has full buffs. Every buff from the party members, including... Just died, sorry. Including, what was that buff? Soul Connect. Yeah, we also want to make sure that Aura Espada is on us. Where was the skill quests? I think it was in one of the pubs somewhere, like Kreia or something like that. I can help you look it up later. You said level 200 skill quest, right? Oh, you want Aura Espada. That's what it's called. Another amazing ability from the minstrel is that denewt, just even though they're standing there, you're taking advantage of the fact that they're in the party. So your damage is actually higher when you denewt. What's up? Oh, I lost my phantom. We're gonna kill this real quick. I have to rebuff everything. Alright, time for a rebuff. So this is what goes on, right? First, because I don't have a summon right now, first the Bish buffs. So we'll do all those buffs right now. This is important that we do this for the summon. And then we have Vitalize from the Servant. We have Aura Espada. We have Soul Connect. Turn on Bless 2. The Minstrel does Song, 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 Last Song, and then Spell Boost, Change Gears, and then Summon. Now this summon got the buff of every single one, every member of this party, so it's extra strong. The damage is higher, the HP is higher. Because right now, it shows that my HP is at 25,000. I'm only supposed to have 10,000 or whatnot. So my Phantom now is 2 times that MP. So it can tank Mega and it can solo it, and it has damage from all the skills. What's up, Dre? So the main goal here is to let all my party members leash as my Phantom is doing all the killing. Look at Aura Espada go. Very good spell, Aura Espada. Quite useful. You know, we gotta do that leeching. Yeah, exactly. And you know, the funniest part is the fifth party members doing all the work. Pretty cool, yeah, I do like it. Yeah, well, it's all of me, it's all me. They're all my guild members. Yeah, everyone is supporting the summoner. This is how this party is composed. So that Phantom right there out there is extremely high HP and pretty decent magic attack. So good that Jupiter does 27,000, Tempest does about 80 sometimes 50, 2 times sometimes, and so forth. So the Phantom just is able to tank and kill Mega Roche pretty much solo. I mean, I help it here and there, but not necessarily anything besides drain. She'd just be blasting Mega Roche. You guys just gotta remember, I super buffed her. She had a gang of buffs right before I casted it, so the summon is reflected upon that. Just every so often, the Phantom needs a little bit of healing from me. And sometimes she ends up fighting two. That's the crazy part about the Phantom, is that it's AoE, so I'm able to pull more than one monster sometimes, which is a good thing because it speeds up the process. She can AoE multiple monsters, and you know, I get more experience. The most important thing about doing grinding this method is that you should keep your Phantom alive, because if you don't, you will have to rebuff and recast everything, which is quite annoying. So pay attention to that HP bar on your Phantom. Hey, what's up? Look at that Phantom do all that work. That's Aura Espada? No, no Aura Espada. So it pretty much met my expectations, given that once I buffed the Necro, it's strong enough to tank. The Phantom is pretty good at the damage as well. I can't wait till I get higher levels so that the Necro could have the Apostalia unlocked, in which I'll be much, much stronger than I am right now. Hey, what's up? But it is working. You know, I told you guys I wanted a character that I could make attack things as I kind of watch and leech, and that's exactly what's going on. That Phantom is leveling the four of us, and we are all literally just kind of leeching along. I am draining with one character, and I am healing with another, but we're not spamming any kind of skills whatsoever. Kind of on the slow lane, kind of letting the Phantom do its thing. And you guys are witnessing how strong a Necro can be. You know, I'm sure there's much stronger Necros than me at 202, but at least you guys get a feel of what it's like. Especially when that Aura Espada kicks in. I be seeing that sword drop all day. And every time it drops, that's like, 12k damage. Hello. Right? The goal is don't let Phantom die. And we good. Hello. Although I gotta say, my servant does do pretty high damage as is. Just shooting, my servant can kill Mega Roche, so don't think that, my Phantom is doing all the work, because my servant is AoEing at the moment because they're close by. If they're not close by, then it's pure Phantom. Like right now, it's pure Phantom. Hey, what's up? I think I did some videos of Yardi the other time. I don't think it was Mega. So you guys are seeing what Phantom can do with Megas. Summoner, I don't know if it's out yet. I don't think so. I haven't been hearing too much news about it. Go, Phantom, go. Hey, what's up? Go, Phantom, go. struggler up. You should get a struggler up. You shouldn't get a Nido 2. You must have 170 Vite for struggler up. For that hidden effect to kick in. So make sure you have enough Vite for that. I'm not sure when they'll release the update for the summoner. I'm gonna change the tracks right now. Yeah, you need 170 in order to get the magic attack boost. Yeah, then you're good. You should get struggler. Ooh, Phantom's fighting 3. Yeah, no problem. I'm here just trying to grind anyways. If you got any other questions, let me know. A Hulam Nemes is good for the Bish, even though a lot of bishops say it's not that great. It is decent for your price range and for an armor. What is a good aspect for Servant Auto Skill Ninja type? My Ultimi. Ultimi is great, but I don't know if you could afford it. Maybe... Let's take a look at what my servant wears. I think my servant is wearing Ultimi. I'm not 100% sure. My servant wears an Exilus, which is decent, I guess. It's not like the best. It's Exilus upgraded, but you know, it could be better. I don't think Exilus is the best armor for my servant, but it works. And then once you have it, you probably should put in a Modus. Oh, he died. This sucks. It's always bad. I gotta rebuff. And we're good again. Go Phantom. Well, I had this conversation with you guys before. I hear Tellus 2 is really good, especially that you're gonna have Imperial Ray 2 come out. So basically, your AoE Imperial version is gonna be great with Tellus 2, and then but Universe is excellent with Zero Ray. Also considering that you will get Spell Burst, it's really good overall. And if Universe comes out with Universe 2, that's definitely a go. But in my opinion is you really should have both, considering that one day you might be using Imperial Ray 2 and then another day you might be using Zero Ray. So leave your options open. If you can't afford it, then you gotta figure out which one you're gonna plan for. Are you planning for Imperial Ray 2, or are you gonna go with Zero Ray and just teleport hits? Go Phantom. Yep, a video. Live. Yes, because the elements will be stronger on Tellus 2. Well, for spec, consider using if you want a free one that you don't have to pay for, consider using Festin Ring, the one that you get on the one of the latest MQs. I think if you kill Nixie the fairy, she'll drop that for you. But if you want to buy one, then you're gonna have to use a damage ring, and at that point, I don't know, I don't build that type of melee damage too often, so I don't know exactly which ring you should use because it's not magic attack. So an example is my server currently uses a Festin ring with a Sushin, but I also use a Deco ring with a Warrior of Light. And the reason why I use a Warrior of Light is because it gives auto skill. And so the Warrior of Light comes out and you do that extra damage given that it's on a spec. But I remember someone telling me that if the ring has the auto skill and then your X has an auto skill, they cancel each other out. So you're gonna have to concentrate on one of them. If you're using a Festin ring, you shouldn't put an auto skill X-Tal in there. If you're using an auto skill ring, make sure you don't do that. But if you're not using an auto skill ring, then you could put Warrior of Light in there as your auto skill. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain. But you generally want to be auto skill. The Sushin the Festin ring is only decent because the auto skill is really low damage comparatively to the Warrior of Light's trigger rate and damage. Warrior of Light is much better, but Festin was free. So what happens in ignition is there's several factors. One thing that happens when you ignite is that you temporarily gain a stat boost. You get more, I believe, damage, HP, MP, a little bit of everything goes up just a little bit. And so that's really good in that manner, but most people don't use ignition for that reason. What they would want to use ignition for is actually to level the levels in the Apostolia. So it's hard to just verbally talk about it, so I'm going to show you what I mean. When you go into this part right here in the Apostolia and you say you want to raise something, right? You're going to have to level these things as if they were just regular points that you're trying to put in. And when you level each one up by levels, you get every 3 levels gives you 1 point. But it allows you to raise the cap of that specific item. So for instance, Dex can have additional 63 more Dex on top of the 256 that you start with. That's Apostolia. So why am I talking about this? Well, when you do ignition, it says that my level is 63. What happens is once you ignite, you actually level faster per kill. So your bar will move up pretty much faster than if you didn't use ignition. So that's when you kind of want to ignite. You really want to level your Apostolia with ignition on every single day. And then after that, when you have ignited 500 times total, you open up a second page for your Apostolia. That means that now you can hold another 5 ALX tiles and swap in between them. So why would you need that? Well, sometimes people have a cooldown AL set and then they have a damage AL set. Or they have a HP AL set and then they have a regular damage AL set. So something in that manner. So ignition is good for 3 things. Remember that. It's not just for one thing. What people tend to do a lot of time is when they get higher level and their ignition lasts longer, they will ignite, go to somewhere where there's mobs of monsters and start killing tons and tons of them, and they see their XP rise really fast because it's not the normal XP, it's the XP, it's when you're leveling the Apostolia. That's when it goes up fast. So if you're talking about normal XP and you ignite, it doesn't look like it does anything. So make sure you turn on that part that I'm talking about in the Apostolia stats before you ignite. So that's what I'm saying. Every time you use ignition more, you increase the duration. The next time you use it, you can use it for just a little bit longer. So for instance, my High Wizard can have ignition on for a pretty good amount of time, like 2 minutes or something. And I have the second page. So a lot of times when I do some videos, sometimes my Apostolia is on, and people are like, well, how do you have all these skills? You're such a low level. You're only like level 63. How do you have all these skills? And I'm just like, well, that's not really my level. That's just the Apostolia level. And that's the main reason. I'm leveling it at that moment in time. But it's okay, because they haven't gotten that far in the main quest. That's why they don't know what it is. Until when they get there, they understand perfectly, what's going on, that I'm not really 63 or whatnot. And it's hard. You know, you think that, oh, you get up to level 300 and stuff and all your skills are done and you're like, okay, you know, you're near the end, but you're not even close because you have to cap the Apostolia stats in order to be really, really high damage. I'm on S1. I'm really just leeching. I'm just letting my 3 other characters leech my 1 character. And then on top of that, I'm making that character leech from the Phantom. So really, we're all just leeching from the Phantom. You know, some support here and there, but that's about it. Hey, what's up? You know, I spent all that time to get everyone to level up my Necro, so I'm really just taking advantage now, reaping the rewards, making the Necro level all my other characters up. But using their buffs, that's the important part. I don't know Throw Knife and Evil Dog, no. Maybe they're on my friends list, I don't know. It gets a little bit messy when the Phantom actually AoEs like 3 Mega Roaches at a time. Then I gotta be like, okay, I gotta heal them, they're gonna die. Like that right there, that was not good. I'm gonna make my servant attack. When my servant attack, things die. I gotta get some buffs going on too. Right? Yeah, it's about time. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna log off. Sleep time. See you.